Hello everyone. Right, so what does 50 and 50 make? Well, makes 100 normally, doesn't it? But in this case it's going to be something a little different. Now in front of you is a class 50, but this is a new acquisition to Lakeside because this is 00 scale, not my O gauge version. And I bought this for several reasons. One is that obviously I like class 50s, and the other reason is because I wanted to get something which showed me the correct detail, or near as I could anyway, in real life, as well as looking at photographic images of real class 50s. And so I found one on eBay, and it looked very good, and so I snapped it up. And yes, when I got it, it was absolutely perfect, absolutely brilliant, and not a mark on it. Everything works, including the working roof fans in here, or fan should I say, not fans. And even I didn't realise, but even these little louvers here operate. They move up and down. They open up and close. And it's got directional lighting. So it's a really nice little loco. It's Hornby, not Bachmann. And yeah, I'm very pleased with it. So let's bring in, that's little brother, so let's bring in bigger brother. Okay, this end here, I still haven't done that, but what I have done is finished off basically this front end. So I've now got the windscreen wipers on, the glazing is in, although I have got to clean the glazing up yet, but it's not looking too bad as it stands. Got all the electrical connections now fitted, and plus I've got all the buffer beam details and the hoses. They're all permanently on, plus the coupling. I've fitted the sprung buffers and they work lovely. Took me probably about a morning, I would think, to do 2 buffers. Because they're on cast metal sprues and the join is at the front, bizarrely, rather than the back, you have to grind that front face down flush, smooth it off, and then obviously paint it. And then you have to fit the sprung mechanisms to the back of it. So not a quick job, but enjoyable. The coupling is a Slater's coupling, which is not the standard one which comes in the kit. I didn't like the kit version. It looked a bit naff, to be honest. So I bought some Slater versions, and yeah, they're much better, and they work too. The proper screw link couplings. So the only thing really left to do on this front is the head code. Now, if you look at the little brother version, this one's got the discs here which light up, but the O gauge version is going to have the lettering. And what else have I done? See the inside perhaps. I'm not sure if the sun is bleaching it out. It's very difficult to tell in the viewfinder of the camera what you can see and what you can't see, but hopefully you can get an idea. I've done the detail along the door ring, so I've got the two door handles picked out in chrome or stainless steel, whatever it is, plus the foot plate. So if we step back and see the two together, then apart from the numbering here and the transfers and obviously the nameplate here, and the electrical warning symbols, then we're not too far off. Not too far off at all now. And I think that's come out really rather quite nice. And the colour difference isn't that much actually when you look at it. This yellow one here is a little bit more orangey than that one, but that's a rail match colour, and obviously this is the Hornby colour. But the yellow fades over time anyway. I mean, if you look at photographs, the yellow is completely different on every single loco. Not one is the same, nor is the blue, to be honest. So I'm not too worried about that. It's a fairly good representation anyway. So what I've done now is that I've completed that end. Apart from the lights and the head code, that's complete. So I've just got to do that end over there. I had two choices really when I was doing this. Do I spray the yellows at both ends, then put the glazing in both ends, and then so on, and keep repeating it at both ends? But I thought, no, what I'll do, I'll complete one end first, so that I know if I do screw anything up on this end, I'll know that what to do not to screw it up on that end. But actually, I haven't actually screwed up anything. It's all gone perfectly to plan. One thing I was a bit wary of was the rubber hosing. There's one loop here, and there is another one coming from that connector there, which goes right the way down to this bottom connector here. And I thought, I know what's going to happen with age. That tubing, it's just rubber tubing, is going to come out. So what I did, I've got some very thin wire and bent it to shape, and then put the rubber tubing over the top of the wire in the preformed bent shape, and then glued the wire up inside these two here, so that baby there is not going to move. That's not just rubber tubing, that's got wire inside it to keep it shape and also to help it stay in position up inside those two connectors. There was no need to do it on this rubber tubing here, because that was just an easy route. What else? I think that's about it, to be honest. But looking at the two side by side, they do look great. I love that shot there. It's brilliant. So I think we're coming on. I've dry brushed some grease onto the buffers here. These are brass buffers, so I've sprayed this side of it, not sprayed it, painted it like a dull silver colour, and on the back edge is black. Don't know if I can pick it up. There. So I've got a black edge to it with like a steel piston for the buffer where it goes in and out. So it's reasonably representative. I've now done the door handles here, the grab handles. They're on properly now, and in stainless steel. Yeah, So that's it. Glazing in. The bulkheads are just temporarily in because I've got to take those out to do the lighting. I don't know if you can see the inside from there. Just try and get into a better position. I'm hoping that this camera's picking that up, but I can't guarantee it. Yeah. God, can't see it. Where is it? There. The glass was not a pleasure to do, I have to admit, but a lot of that was down to the glue I was using to do it. It's a Hornby product, and it's meant for gluing clear plastic, as in windscreens and canopies on aircraft, but it was just taking forever to dry, and the perspex had a slight curve on it. And because it was I'm trying to glue against a flat edge rather than curve, then I just had to keep pressure on it for a long time. So it was a slow process, but got there in the end. Yeah, nice shot there. So there we go. So that's one end complete basically. So I think I will probably order my transfers this week, and numbers and the name, which I will tell you when I've done it, what the name's going to be and what the running number is, and then do the other end. Well, now I know how the other end, this end is done. I don't think the other end's going to take too long at all. So I think about 2 to 3 weeks we should see this finished now. Complete. The chassis is obviously finished now. The only thing I've got left to do on that is the smoke unit, get that working, which worries me a bit, but I'll sort it no doubt. Right, okay folks, that's the update for the weekend. Have a great weekend, what's left of it, and I'll speak to you again either Wednesday or next weekend. So bye for now. Bye.